Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Queen or Set here. Today, I'm going to do a VR to Marin over at Waves of Your Soul. This VR, we're going to discuss, talk about, or maybe I'll show you a few of my good mood or decks that put me in a good mood, or should probably elicit a good mood. Let's see now. I don't use my decks for to put me in, I guess you could, is that like emotional control? I don't. They are there because they are tools that I can use to help me grow and develop. But I must admit, sometimes, you have a tool, you have a deck that brings a smile to your face. Most days, I am in a good mood anyway. But every once in a while, there's always that one situation, that one person, that thing that just can throw you off. And I'm not easily moved in that regard. It does take a lot. For instance, I've been trying to get new glasses since May. And yesterday, for the 9th time, I went to the vision center because the glasses that they gave me, the prescription is incorrect. Now, a few weeks ago, let's say visit 6, 7, I was told that my prescription warranted me to have 2 pair of glasses, one for reading and the computer and blah, blah, blah. So why wasn't I told this on visit number 1, 2, and 3, etc., etc.? Anyway, kind of sort of got that straightened out because they didn't hesitate to take my money. Well, the glasses come back and they are progressives. I have an issue with progressives. It takes me a while to adjust. But if the prescription is incorrect, it's even worse. And I have been trying to get these glasses and the prescription correct since June. And yesterday, visit number 9, I was told that someone had entered the incorrect prescription. Now, sure, I was a little perturbed over that. But you see, things have built up over time because a few weeks ago when I went back, I was told, A, move furniture. I should adjust my monitor up or down. I need to look in my glasses a certain way. B, I was also told that I would get used to them. Yeah. So when I walked out of that place, I was less than happy. I was. I was not in a good mood, but I went to my favorite food place. I walked in and Debbie Harry was playing Heart of Glass. That was on in the jukebox. That was in the place. And I placed my order. I walked up to the counter, and I can tell you that this person that I encountered, when they looked at me, it's like their eyes sparkled. I swear this was a fae. They looked at me and their eyes twinkled and they broke out in the biggest smile, and the greeting was just so warm. I couldn't stay in a bad mood. I just could not. I placed my order and I was just content. I was so relaxed. I felt so good. And when they called my name, I was like, they said, "What's the name?" And I said, "Queen." And they're like, "Oh my gosh." It was just a fantastic feeling. So I was out of a bad mood. And I drove home and, good music was playing, music from the 90s, the music that you could play that you wouldn't be embarrassed to play around your parents. And all in all, my bad mood was gone. But then there are days where things have been challenging. They can be challenging. And so that's where, I'm an advocate for a journal. I write everything down. I ask myself in the morning, how do I feel? What am I feeling? I ask, what can I do to stay in alignment? What can I do to keep that positive energy going? You know, things like that. And I write everything down. I journal everything. So, the decks that help me. Did I ask you guys a question about these? Trivia question for you. What is the difference between scissors and shears? Put your answer down below. Let's see who can tell me the difference between scissors and shears. Do you like these? Hummingbird. And these. This is not surgical equipment. I mean, that looks. But you're not here for sewing instructions, so let's put those aside, shall we? So I have 3 decks, and they're kind of kitsch, for lack of a better term. But they're fun. They're cute, and they make me smile, and they do put me in a good mood. So the yes, no, maybe, these are all major arcanas. They're all based on the major arcana. And I know, purists are not going to read with majors only. But these are more like oracle cards because that one. The yes, no, maybe cards, they have that look. They look like a comic strip. What is that romance magazine that used to be out a long time ago? Smelling salts and Roger. Oh my gosh. This glare, I swear. I thought I had this right. I can never get the lighting right. But there you go. Look at that. You have the sun for a yes. And justice for a maybe. And what do we have for a no? Oh, here we are. Of course. My favorite card in the deck. The Tower. Look at that. Wow. No. All right. That's that one. And then I have this one, Pancakes. Now, come on, when you're in a bad mood, I like a sweet treat. Ben & Jerry's dairy-free, Cherry Garcia ice cream. Oh my gosh. 1 pint in a sitting. I have no shame. I make no qualms about it. But yeah. Anyway, the Pancake Tarot. I love it. It's an oracle deck, again, as I said. It says it's major arcana. Me in this light. Okay, there we go. I just have to know how to hold this. But, so, it does come with rules for cooking your pancakes, right down to making the batter. Don't, let it get too lumpy. Don't let it get too smooth, etc., etc., etc. Let your pan be hot enough. Wait for that sizzle. And then you have recipes. The World, egg-free pancakes. Judgment, gluten-free. Buckwheat and ricotta. Emperor, keto. The Devil, gluten and dairy-free. Quinoa and coconut pancakes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm going to pause, you guys. Well, let me see. Where am I? Is that good? I'm going to pause you guys for a minute. Excuse me. And work out this lighting situation. I'll be right back. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So we have here Temperance coconut with orange maple plums. Wow. Doesn't that look delicious? I know any of these will put me in a good mood, as long as it's gluten-free and dairy-free. Where are my words today? Mango pancakes. Okay, so that's the pancake tarot. All majors. Nothing outside of that, except that it just, good food. It's a good mood. And then we have Love Monster Tarot. And this is just like a little snuggly thing. This is, I know it's a tarot deck, but it's the majors, but it's more like an oracle. It's more like an affirmation deck. Let me just give you a little hint here. Okay, so the world. Yes, you are complete. Pause. Pause before new start. Take a breath. I'm never going to get this lighting situation right, am I? And I refuse. I keep doing this. I don't know. Some days it works perfectly, and some days it's just I cannot get it situated the right way without all of this glare. What's happening here? Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe for the Hermit. Maybe for the High Priestess. No for the Devil, but of course. Maybe for the Hierophant. The Tower says no. No, in times of crisis, face the changes with grace. Temperance says yes. Step by step you go. Patiently you find your balance and the right solution. So this is more like an oracle deck, and that's how I use it. Okay. Next deck I have. So we all like our animal decks. Let me see. I've got my cosmic cat sitting. Oh, wow, that's pretty. That's interesting. You know, these are favorites of mine. Who doesn't love a dog? Warm, loyal, serious companion. I get it. Puts me in a good mood. And then my other oracle deck here, the Joy Seeker Oracle. Let's see. Let me pull a card and tell you what the guidebook says. Because you guys know I'm a guidebook person. And many of us, we do have affinities for certain animals. But you know, animals speak to us in a way and at a time when we need that. So let's see. The card that I have for us here is the Raven. Well, there you are. Let's see. I believe I have something here good. Can do this on the fly. Does that work? I'm going to tilt that back just a titch. Nope. I've been away too long. I've forgotten how to do this. I feel like when I started my channel. Oh, wow. Anyway, it's supposed to be like riding a bike, right? Well, not for me. I am a little nervous. I don't want to be tripping over my words. I want to keep you guys engaged. I want to get this freaking lighting right. But you just don't want to cooperate. Why? Why do you want to frustrate me? And I was supposed to do this. And one of the YouTubers has sent me a light, and I didn't get it set up. But there, you have the raven. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay it down, and hopefully you can see it that way. Let's see. The guidebook looks like this. Let's see. There's a color page, and then a couple of paragraphs. What was that? Oh, the dragonfly. What I like about this deck, if you've been watching me, I made sure that there were no spiders in it. I'm sorry, I just have this thing about spiders. I don't mind. I don't mind a spider. I just don't know why the whole card has to be a spider. But let's see what we have here about the raven. And the guidebook is arranged in alphabetical order. Get myself out of a shadow here. And the message for the raven is radical self-belief, faith. The raven reminds us that our dreams can become reality. We just need to start running from them. Amazing things can happen when we boldly say yes to our biggest dreams. Nerine blooms symbolize freedom and good fortune, and honeysuckle blossom symbolizes the happiness and prosperity of the future. Wow. This is your invitation to allow yourself the space to mentally explore your dream life. Pay close attention to the emotions that arise. You know, no matter how much you try, I'm loving the rainbow on this. That's insane. I'm loving it. I've had this deck for so long. I've never seen that. So many messages for me. One of these days I'll come back and tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on with me and all of that. But for now, we're going to get through this VR because I've been at it for 20 minutes. And, of course, my Wild Messengers, which is my all-time favorite animal deck. You have to have the guidebook. This is therapy in a book, in a deck. Like, it's a tarot deck, but you seriously cannot work with these cards without the book. You do need the book. The book is everything. The book, wow, I can't even. Gaia, card number 3. Let's see. Gaia is Orca, the Empress, phase of alchemy, conjunction. I deserve to be nurtured. I activate the divine nurturer within me and receive the grounded nourishment of the earth beneath my feet. Gaia holds the container for all of life to exist. The waters rest upon Gaia's back. By receiving that support and connecting to my community, I can tap into the healing power of the cosmos and radiate it outward for the highest good of all beings. I need to pause. Orca, with your blessing, I invoke self-care and self-expression so I can be a powerful beacon of healing for all. And then it goes on. This is my all-time favorite animal deck. This. I suppose if you can get the book, you can use it for bibliomancy. But this deck and book does that. Elicits a sigh from me. Elicits a feeling of calm and peacefulness. Okay. Whew. That was an emotional moment. Totally unexpected. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I do have another pet deck, Therapets. And these are large cards. I know you feel anxious, but you forgot the part where you totally got this. So, whoever needs this message, this is for you. Therapets. My self-care decks. Let's see. I have a few of them. So I have this one, the Witching Hour. I have this one, Inner Peace. I have this one, Cosmic Journey. And I just got a new one, Earth and Bone. So let's take a look at them individually, shall we? So several years ago, I had done a walkthrough of the Witching Hour Oracle deck, and it was picked up by U.S. Games. It is now pocket size, and this is a deck that I can carry with me when I have to go for therapy. Aqua therapy, physical therapy, you know, yeah. The coloration is just as vibrant. Of course, the cardstock is not the same as the original. But it's, you know, thin cardstock, not bad. But I think the colors are just as vibrant, just as bold. Let's see if I can find that particular deck. That particular card, rather. Let's see if I can find something here to do a comparison with. Let's see. Of course I didn't prepare for this. You know. You guys know me. You know I don't prepare to do any of this. Right, let's see. I will turn this around so that you can enjoy the beauty of that while I find a card to match. As I said, they're out of order. Maybe I should have put them in order. You know, it's going to be what it's going to be. Ah, there we are. Okay. Card size is almost the same. This is U.S. Games. This is the indie deck. Still beautiful. I'm happy to have both. This, for me, is nurturing, supportive energy. This deck is like my sister circle. I don't have a sister circle. This is this is a very supportive energy. This is very uplifting. It's very ancestral for me. It's very loving, healing, kind. So it puts me in a good mood. That's the Witching Hour Oracle. And again, as I said, it comes that size, and you can get it from US Days. This is Finding Inner Peace. Become the best version of yourself. And I liked it. Well, it's purple and orange. Purple, orange, teal, all those wonderful, vibrant, delicious colors. You know, of course the cardstock, I love it. I don't like my cardstock too shiny, too slick. Gold gilding, of course, you know. But seriously, finding your inner peace. The first card, I am becoming aware. I am becoming aware of things that are holding me back so I can live my life to its full potential. There was one card that I pulled this morning. Let's see if I can find it. Transformation. I don't know. A little kerfluffled or something today. First video after being gone for a year and a half. But there I am. You're in numerical order. Letting go. Change is good. This is a deck that I would pull when I ask, again, what's happening? How can I resolve the situation that I'm in, or what's going on, or what do I need to be aware of? Like, how could I do better? How could I have been better? You know, there's nothing worse than feeling disempowered to actually put me in a bad mood. Yeah. So, that's finding inner peace. A new day is a new start. My next good mood deck is, wow, 28 minutes in and I haven't even finished yet. Oh, I have so much more to share with you guys. Maybe I'm going to have to do a part 2. Come back. Maybe I'll be less frazzled. Maybe I'll be ready. Here's another deck that puts me in a good mood. Hummingbird Wisdom. It puts me in a good mood because it reminds me of my country. I know hummingbirds are all over the place, but in Jamaica, they're called doctor birds, and they have a special significance. They're large, and their tails are long, and they're just energetic and vibrant, and they just remind me of joy and the beaches and sunshine and laughter. So yeah, it put me in a good mood. I suppose I should be showing you the cards while I'm talking, but let's see what we have here. shiny cardstock, so I apologize for any glare that you might encounter. Listen to the call. Listen to the call. Spirit is singing sweet words of wisdom. Be still and listen. Hum a gentle touch. As I said, this reminds me of being in Jamaica and talking with my aunties and having a cup of tea. Yeah. Synergy. Get up off your perch and move your body. Thanks. Clear skies ahead. I'm going to pull a message for you guys. How about that? Let's see. Oh, that one flew out. Let's see. It says, natural instincts. You know which way to fly. This is about following your intuition. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, you see, get started and everybody wants to talk at the same time. We cannot do that. Follow your natural instincts. We have moon dance. Of course, I'm recording this on the day of the full moon. Full moon in Pisces. And then bird bath. Cleanse your dusty wings. This is a deck that's arranged in alphabetical order. And then you have your mantras, you have affirmations. It's a beautiful, colorful, colorful deck. Again, as I said, it's just stunning. And it puts a smile on my face. Okay, so let's see what your messages are. Natural instincts, of course. Follow your intuition. We have an owl there. I'm looking at the cards upside down. And then we have Moon Dancer. I don't know. The cattails. And then we have Bird Bath. So Moon Dancer says, listen to the rhythm and sway along with the heartbeat of the universe. And Bird Bath says, cleanse your dusty wings so you can fly more freely. Trust your instincts. Silence that inner voice, that inner chatter. Allow the universe to talk to you, especially on this day of the full moon. Allow Mama Luna to fill you with her goodness and her love. Cleanse. You know, I don't do releasing rituals at the full moon. I wait until a few days after the full moon. But she says, get ready. We have a lot of healing energy coming in here. So I'm curious to see what the book says. Natural instincts. Trust your feelings. You know what to do, what direction to go, and what step to take next. Anytime you are feeling peace, satisfaction, anticipation, appreciation, or joy, you know you are listening to and flowing with your guidance. Your intuition is a precious gift, so trust, dear one. that, like the hummingbird, you can instinctively know which way to fly. Of course, there's a lot more in the book than that. And then we have Moon Dancer. And Moon Dancer says, this card also represents endings and beginnings and may be heralding a major life transition. Work with the energy and phases of the moon can help you move through this transformation with grace and ease. Release and surrender the old you to the vibrant, pure glow of the full moon and welcome in all that is new, inspiring, and aligned with your highest potential at the time of the new moon. I'll take that message. And then, in a few days, I will start my cleansing, releasing, and detoxing process to get me ready for the new moon. And that's where we have this, bird bath. While in a relaxed or meditative state, breathe deeply into any areas that feel tense, tight, or resistant. Then imagine a magical bird bath flowing with crystal clear light and allow yourself to playfully bathe in its invigorating waters, rinsing away all darkness and raising your vibration. As you free your feathers of unnecessary weight and lighten up, physically and spiritually, you'll soar with ease and confidence. Thank you for that message, Hummingbird. Okay. My next deck that puts me in a good mood is this one. Oh gosh. The Cosmic Journey Oracle by Yannick Silver. Wow. What can I say about this deck? It's great for journaling. It's great for that thump on the head. It's great for bringing clarity. It's knowing that you are fully supported. It's knowing that you can be creative, that you're part of the divine, that the cosmos is there for reaching into and filling your cup from. This is an oracle deck that's in two parts. So it has what we call here, these are kind of like the first 40 some odd cards. Yeah. These are, they ask you for questions. They prompt you to ask the questions. So these are good questions. This is a good deck to start your journaling practice, to prompt your journaling practice, to give you food for thought. You have conversation cards, and you have your journey cards here. And let's see, you just ask the questions. This also has an 11-day journey, cosmic journey that you can take. Something if you're looking for, I don't know, if you want something a little different. Maybe you want a short program of working with your oracle cards, and this deck will support you in embarking on that journey. I am sorry, I'm going to apologize. I am flubbing all over my words. This video is much longer than I expected it to be, but if you're with me, thank you. Thank you for staying with me. Go on a cosmic vision quest, 11 days. It's a good time when The days are getting shorter. Perhaps just before we enter into fall, which will be another week or so. Maybe now, as the moon is full and about to wane. Begin the 11-day cosmic journey. And these are cards, so these are for us, I guess you could say, as human folk here. You know, tapping into that divine resource there to get those journal prompts going. And then these are the universe, words from the universe, or the connection or the phone cord, or that you plug into. And I remember pulling this card, Divine Dragon. And the message that I got from this was sovereignty, power, full expression, and magic. A dragon chooses you. You do not choose the dragon. A dragon's power connects you to your own power from within, to stand sovereign. It is also connected to your root expression of power, fire, and even sexual energy rising. You cannot serve the collective without yourself first being alive and ablaze. Allow the dragon's fire of purification to cleanse you. In the East, the dragon was seen as a mythical guardian with influence over all of the elements. In the West, it was seen as a feared fire-breathing serpent because people didn't fully understand the magic and divine wisdom dragons carry. There's an awakening of the dragon archetype now, and you can embody that with this cosmic conversation. Your power is engaged for a purpose, breathing fire when needed. And potential questions to ask this dragon. Why did you choose me? How do I more fully proclaim my power in this situation? What areas of shame, guilt, or smallness do I need to examine and cleanse? What is your name so that I can call on you when needed? How can I call you in and ask for your help? Okay, my next deck is, and I just got this, and it's called the Earth and Bone. Let me get here. Oracle cards by Syrian Shadow. I just got it in. I haven't done a walkthrough. And allow the Earth and Bone Oracle deck to lead you on a transformational and empowering journey. Reveal deep-rooted issues and connect with your guides. This deck contains 42 cards to bring you clarity, transformation, healing, guidance, and insight. Of course, it has a little guidebook here. Probably can't see that. Doesn't matter. The cards are dark. Shelter, Sage. I just skipped one. I'm not going to go through all of this. Let's see. Trinity. Let's see, how can I do this? Apprentice. Warrior. Surrender. know. How could a deck that looks so dark put me in a good mood? Well, focusing entirely on the here and now and becoming acutely aware of your present will bring you exactly what you need. Peace, tranquility, and calmness will be achieved. Your manifestations are set in motion. Release them with gratitude and focus on all the beauty around you. There is beauty in the mundane and simplicity. Once you begin to practice being in the present and feeling gratitude for the moment you set your dreams and desires in motion, Spirit is reassuring you. Rejecting intruding thoughts will help you in your transformation and progress. Write down all you are grateful for and focus on gratitude. By making a list of all you are grateful for and by being in a vibration of appreciation for all you have, then you no longer resist, and the universe freely flows abundance because you already have all you need. The divine is love. Answer love with love and gratitude. When you visualize a future, remember to feel and associate intense emotional responses to your vision. If you notice your thoughts begin to wander, bring it back with breath work. And the affirmation is, I am focused on this present moment with mind, body, and spirit to open the gates of clarity and perspective. I am brave. I am courageous. I am emotionally strong. And that most definitely puts a smile on my face. I'll do a walkthrough of this deck. I know, it probably goes against what anyone may believe a good mood deck should look like. But you know, it puts me in a good mood because it makes me feel empowered. That merge the shadow and be reborn in the darkness. Remember what I said. I tend to be in a, well, when I feel disempowered, when I feel alone, when I am unheard, when I am emotionally abused, when I am disregarded, when I am ignored, it puts me in a foul mood. Okay, let's see. I've shown you nothing. Well, no, I have shown you some tarot decks, but let me show you a couple of tarot decks that I have that do put me in a good mood because they're sunny and there are, I don't know, they just make me feel really, really good. So, I don't know if anyone, this is by Vicki Verley. This is called a Rock and Roll Tarot, and I was born in the 60s, so I'm definitely a child of the 70s, and look at this funky deck. I mean, is that laugh in? Is that like, look at that. Oh my gosh, how can you not be in a good mood? Like peace and love. Yeah, baby. I don't even mind the keywords all around. This is a deck that's, I don't know, puts me like in a dreamy state, you know, of when things were calm and I was wearing bell bottoms and platforms and hot pants. That was several decades ago, I tell you. I'm not doing that now. Well, I mean, okay. No, I'm not wearing the hot pants. But look at that. You know? I love it. This deck puts me in a good mood. Yes. All those rainbows. And I'm being looked out for. I'm watching you all set. And then I have, let's see. I have this deck. And it's called Glamourous Tarot because, you know, this goes back to Calgon, Take Me Away. That's anything that goes back to my deck, my Roger deck. Remember that? Yes, no? There's nothing that some lipstick and a pretty dress can't fix. I know that it's fictitious, and I know for some of us it may be shallow, but sometimes that's what I need to put me in a good mood. So, look at the back of the deck. Look at those pots of paint and brushes, and oh my gosh, it's just a beautiful, vibrant. Look at that. Look at that blue. I love it. I do. My Emperor, my Hangman. I know it's kitschy and it's just, it's fun and it's vibrant and it's passionate. And I love, look at this, 7 of Wands, makeup artist. Hey. 4 of Cups. They all look the same. King of Wands. 2 of Swords. This deck puts me in a good mood. Yes, look at that. Come on. Get together with the girls. Hang out. Even my Page of Swords. Let's call the Glamourous Tarot. I have, let's see. Ooh, have I been talking to you guys for an hour? Ooh, I have so many others. Of course, other decks that put me in a good mood is anything that pertains to my other love of sewing. So I do have a few decks, and maybe I'm going to let you go after that. So, I have this one. I'm a sucker for unique packaging. I will keep the packaging. Tarot Tailors. And it comes with a little guidebook. Well, no, it's not a guidebook. It's a pamphlet that breaks down everything, the meanings. But these are images of, let me put it down here. I'll move this out of the way. See if we can see this. So the tailors, the tool. But look at that. Sewing machine. The expensive thread. The perfect trim. The seamstress's friend. And let me read from the pamphlet. I know you're probably like, what? This doesn't look like any tarot deck that I'm familiar with. How could it be? What are you talking about? Let's see. Well, I know it says tarot, but this is more like an oracle deck. Okay? Of course, because we know a tarot deck has 78 cards, and this does not. Still, it's a fabulous idea, and I like it. So, the tool. This card is your relationship to all things mechanical. Facing right up, it portends good luck with any of your mechanized tools. Facing upside down, there's more potential for mechanical disaster. Best to start your project on another day. The expensive thread. Will your project be cost effective or cost you more than it should? Right side up, this card warns to watch out for materials that cost far more than they should. Upside down, it tells you that you will find good value in an unexpected place. So, This little deck says, before starting any new project, one should always consult a higher authority. You know, as we say, as creators, measure twice, cut once. See if I can find this one for you. Find this. Wow. Fabulous scissors. Right side up, this card portends that all will go smoothly and cut well. Upside down, watch out for snags and burrs that can ruin an otherwise well thought out project. Yeah, this deck puts a smile on my face. It does. I'm grinning right now. Maybe I should have started this video with these decks. Because look what I have. Man, look what I have. Anyone who's listening, if you come across a deck that's sewing related or craft related, I mean, I have the Yarn Tarot somewhere. It's a pip deck. Okay, let me know. But before I get into those oracle cards, I have here, because you're like, what about a tarot deck? I want a tarot deck. I have the Good Karma Tarot, and here is the Eight of Coins. So this is modern. Let me get this light situation. Here we go. Modern. Take. This is what my world looks like. Closely. You know, my world closely resembles this. It's multifaceted. It's a lot of different people. Some of us doing the best we can. Some of us living fully. Some of us wearing body art. Some of us with pink hair. I know it's not a literal, but this is what my world looks like. And when I buy a tarot deck, I have a tendency to look at the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and of course the Tower card. Those three. I start there. I know we always want to see a different rendition of the Three of Swords. I'd love to see that too. But the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, I mean, if you give me something other than somebody sitting behind, sitting on a bench, plowing out Eight Pentacles, then we're good to go, you know? But yeah. Is this becoming a cliche to see our charioteers on a motorbike, motor scooter? Either way, I love it. So yeah, she's at a sewing machine, and I love it. And I like the deck too. It's a good reader. It's easy. It delivers its message without a lot of fluff. Don't let the slickness fool you. So, now, this deck. This is called my Stitchery Witchery Tarot deck. And oh my gosh. I mean, like, look. Look at that. Look at that. Right? Look at that. Can you see that? Look. She's big too. That's the back. I mean, seriously? I mean, I think my scissors are cooler, but it's close. And I found this deck on Etsy. It's a pippish deck, I guess you could say. We were just talking about the Eight of the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's a pippish deck. But look at that. It's pippish because look at that there. But then you have the Ten of Shears. So here I have, like, here's your High Priestess. Here's your Empress. And your Emperor. Folded clothing. And all the tools to create what he needs. I know, that sounds bizarre, right? But yeah. And look at that hair font. My lovers, perfect for a chariot. Yes. My Justice card. She has a bowl of everything that you need to create something. You have to have the perfect balance between needle and thread. And she has everything. Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Strength, Hangman, oops, Death. Look at that fabulous World card. Is that not amazing? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, now my next is, well, let's do that one. This is the Stitcher's Oracle. Let's see. The back cover. And it comes also with a little pamphlet, quick start guide. And it has here, you know, a few questions that you can ask and da-da-da-da-da. So let's see. Creating this deck has been such a wonderful journey. It's like the tarot deck that is used to divine meaning. You want to cleanse your deck. Full moon cleansing. Okay. What is my current creative energy? What caused me to become stuck? These are questions that you can ask. How can I move forward with my project? What issues do I need to address today? So, this is the back of the deck. And these are the cards. So, okay, so we have things that we as stitchers use in our professions. So thread, types of knots we use, needle, of course a pin cushion. Let's see, is that upside down? Let me turn it this way. So this pin cushion, old-fashioned red tomato, and the little strawberry at the end is filled with iron filing so you can sharpen your needles. Needles, bobbins, needle threader, a different type of thread, crochet hook, embroidery floss, satin stitch. Seam ripper. Ooh. Different types of knitting needles there. Let's see. Oh wow, we have an embroidery hoop here. This is the start of a granny square. Buttons. Buttonhole. There's a granny square. Types of thread. Thimble. Protect yourself there. Darning. That's done. To patch things up. So I just, you know, this is a deck where it helps if you have a bit of knowledge of sewing so that you can recognize what these are. It's really left up to you how you want to interpret things, all of this. So what are we cutting and letting go? What did I say about measure twice, cut once? Are you sure? What does that look like? But then you have that as well. Setting boundaries. I'm looking forward to working with this deck. Let's see. Okay. And then I have one more. I think I have one more. And then I'm going to introduce you to a special guest, and then I'm going to let you go. If you've been with me for a long time, thank you again so much for staying. I'm starting to relax now. I know it's been a long time. I'm just talking to you as though you're in my living room, but the Knitter's Oracle. And that's the back of her. So, this deck is designed for knitters and crocheters. However, the readings can be used for anyone, as the card meanings are universal. Yes? Use it just like Tarot or Lenormand. And it comes with a little pamphlet, but I downloaded, there's a guidebook that is intense for this Oracle deck. This is a deck that I believe I'm going to work with. Maybe colder weather. Who knows? But, let's see. We have the Hank, the Lees, first stitch. This is a type of stitch there. The wrap. Yarn barf. This is when everything gets tangled up. Becomes a mess. Yes. Oh my gosh. Lightweight silk. Frog. Oh, special gift there. Oh boy. Who? Yeah, that sweater. Either you spend so much time making it and it doesn't fit, or you make it and you put it in the wash and it shrinks, or you make it and when you put it all together you realize that you've dropped a stitch somewhere. Only a crafter would know. This is gauging. We will make sure that we're equal on all sides, creating that swatch. Communication, where we get our wool from. finished object hat. There's a granny square again, your knitting circle, a type of stitch, the pattern. There we are. Oh, the bane of every knitter and crocheter's existence, the moth. Okay. Now, I have a couple more decks that put smiles on my face. And then I'm going to introduce you to someone special. So, to wrap it up, anything, maybe I should turn it this way, that has Matlock the Hare in it is always going to bring a smile to my face. Jacqui and Phil Lovesey have created many, many decks that I have fallen in love with. And I have followed Matlock for so long that when I go to the VA, one of these decks and or books accompanies me. I recently got the Aboridium and the White Hare Oracle deck pocket size, which definitely will fit into my overnight bag. I can take that with me. But I just love these decks. Wow, everything from the playing cards. These are playing cards here. Cauldrons. This little book tells you how to play a particular game. You know, words like crumlush and safculous and these tongue-twisting verbs and nouns and just all of this stuff is just, you know, fantastic. It's fantastical and I love it. And when I'm not in a good place, I seek out Matlock and I seek out this secret forest. And I go there to be nurtured and humored and taken care of. So, all of these decks, I think these are, I know it's bizarre, but they're part of my layers of my soul. Some of them, most of them. This one, the White Hare, is broken up into suits, so the guidebook is not arranged in alphabetical order per se. It really isn't. So I put the numbers on the bottom of the cards. These are not the card numbers. This is the page number where I can find the meaning of the card. And sometimes you have to do that. So, yeah. Matlock and I, we've covered quite a lot of distance. And now I am going to introduce you to Edgar. Edgar is a sock monkey, and Edgar finds his way in my bag when I have to go to the hospital because, yeah, I'm 61 years old and I need that emotional support. I put it to you that way. Edgar also has his very own oracle deck. Sock Monkey. Of course, it puts a smile on my face. And this oracle deck was created by Shannon Grissom. And, you know, sock monkeys have been around for a while. They've used old socks to make them. And it is said that sock monkeys were given out to people who were in the hospital to help, to wish you a speedy recovery, you know, to turn things around quickly so that things, you know, you can go home and be happy. But yeah, this sock monkey and I, we've had some adventures. We've had some adventures. I know you're like, oh my God, that's a grown ass woman with a sock monkey. Yes, I am. I like my toys, like everybody else. Okay. See, I didn't have things like this when I was growing up. So I'm going to see what Edgar, the sock monkey, has to say, what message he has. But this puts a smile on my face as well. That. Okay, Edgar. What's the final message we have for the people? We've been talking to them for a long time. We did this VR. And hopefully, let's see. Oh, it's a message of love. Wow. I need this, don't I? Well, not really. Let's see. Oh, fresh. Don't get fresh. Edgar, you mind behaving, please? There you go. There you go. Okay, let's see. Love. Let's see what you got to say about love. Whoosh! Your passion has been ignited. It feels like your campfire was just lit and everything is getting warm and toasty. You are smiling at everything. You skip through the forest. Your cheeks are glowing brighter than your big, bright sock monkey grin. Love has arrived. If you haven't encountered it yet, know that a big love is on its way to you. The love could be in the form of someone who lights up your soul or a project that completely inspires you. Either way, this profound love will infuse your entire world with radiant, loving energy. I love that I am infused with love and that I share it with others. And with that, I am complete. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.